Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking at Pam's Place. I'm Chef Pam and today we're getting ready to make Southern chicken fried steak. Oh my goodness, it's tender, it's crispy, it's fried like chicken, but it's steak. Oh my goodness, amazingly delicious. And if you want to learn how to make all kind of homemade food dishes, easy, simple, made from scratch, take a second and subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification bell so you won't miss anything. And then just keep hanging around because I have a whole channel full of recipes that'll get you there. Let's get busy. Let's go ahead and get into our ingredients now that we are back. Star of the dish, our beef. This is Angus beef cubed steaks. For chicken fried steak, sometimes you'll hear it called country fried steak, southern fried steak, but there's really a difference between country fried steak and chicken fried steak. They may both be southern dishes, but typically country fried steak is served with brown gravy and onions, and chicken fried steak is served with a white salt and pepper gravy. So this is the star of the dish. And cube steak is by far the best steak for this type of dish. You'll need some flour, buttermilk. I have some baking powder and soda here, baking powder and baking soda, hot sauce, little onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper, and egg. I said flour, and one other ingredient that is not typical for this dish, which is dried thyme. But I'm telling you, this is my go-to. This is what makes this chicken fried steak my chicken fried steak. I use thyme, dry thyme, and when I'm frying chicken, when I'm frying pork chops, it just takes the flavor to a whole new level. Oh my goodness. So we're adding our dried thyme in here. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I like to do is go in and season my flour up really well. The only other thing that you will need is oil for frying, which I didn't mention in the beginning, but you will need that. I just put some Himalayan salt in it. That was the garlic powder. This is the onion powder. This is the baking soda and the baking powder. Putting in some dried thyme. And some black pepper. Go ahead and get this mixed up really well. Over in this dish, you want to go ahead, put your egg in here. I always put my egg in first in case it's not good. Add your buttermilk and combine really well. And I'm only cooking two, so I don't need as much buttermilk and everything, but I will have the full ingredients down in the description. Go ahead and add in your hot sauce. And make sure you combine this really well. Once you've got your egg and buttermilk mixed in really well, go ahead and add in a spoon or two of your flour into this. You don't want it to be very thick, but you do want to thicken up that egg mixture just a little bit. It's going to make it so that it's really thick and adhere to your steak really well. That's what's going to give you that nice, thick, crispy texture and exterior. Heat your skillet up to approximately 325 degrees Fahrenheit, and then you'll be ready to fry. Let our skillet heat up and meet me at the stove. Okay, so last thing, we are at the stove. Go in and season up your steaks as well. We want to flavor in layers. So we're putting on some black pepper, a little Himalayan salt, and a little garlic powder. Do that to both sides. Make sure your skillet is up to temp, and we will be ready. Okay, so we are just about there. So what we want to do is go in to our flour first. Make sure it's well coated. Make sure your hands are absolutely clean anytime you're working with food, especially if you don't use gloves. And since this is for me and my family, I'm not using gloves. Make sure you get that well floured at first. Then from there, shake off any excess and go into your egg mixture. Make sure it's well coated from there. And then back into your flour mixture after you let the excess drip off from there. Coat it well here. And from here, we're going right into our skillet. I'm going to wash my hands off right quick, and I'll be right back. Make sure you always lay your food away from you when putting it in the skillet. We're going to cook this for 3 to 5 minutes on each side, and we'll be back. They are ready to come out, and we are going to make our gravy. Oh my goodness, look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Golden brown on both sides. Okay, now we're going to go in and make our classic gravy for this dish. Drain most of the oil out of your skillet and scrape up any of the bits that you can get up, and go in and add some of that same reserved flour because it's already seasoned. It's already good and seasoned. And I'm making quite a bit of gravy because we're going to be having this with rice, and we want gravy for our rice as well. Just want to cook this for a minute or so, get that floury taste out of it, but you don't want it to start turning dark brown on you. So just cook it for a minute or two, and we'll be right back. Okay, now we want to go in with our milk. And just keep stirring and stirring and stirring until it gets nice and thick for you. We're going to let this simmer, and we'll be back. Now is a good time to go in with a little bit more pepper. Add as much or as little as you like, according to your taste, and a little bit more salt. Go ahead and stir that in. It's getting nice and thick and rich. Oh my goodness, and it smells amazingly delicious. Delicious. Oh my goodness. Go ahead, give it a taste. Make sure it's seasoned to your liking. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm going to let this simmer for about another minute. Then we're going to go over and get a closer look. Okay guys, we are all done. Don't they look amazing? Now I'm just going to go in and pour my gravy on there. Oh my goodness. Doesn't that look amazing? Yes, thank you all so much for coming. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming and stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give the video a like and share it out. Let everybody you know that Pam over here at Cooking at Pam's Place is cooking up easy, simple meals that you can make at home in your kitchen too. Oh my goodness, this is amazingly delicious. And I will see you next time. The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise.